I'm Adrian Fernandez.
Hi, I'm Zoom Dang.
And today we'd like to introduce the brand new Capacitive Touch BoosterPack. First and foremost, the BoosterPack is a plug-in board for the LaunchPad development kit. And this one specifically is showing off capacitive touch implementations on an MSP430 device. So with that, I'll go ahead and do a quick unboxing and we can take a look at what comes in the kit here. First and foremost, you've got your Capacitive Touch BoosterPack. It features a capacitive touch button in the middle. You've got a capacitive touch scroll wheel. And then you also have a proximity sensor that basically takes up the rest of the board. In addition to those capacitive touch sensors, we've got 9 LEDs that we've also integrated, and that basically gives you instantaneous feedback as you're sort of interacting with the various capacitive touch elements. In addition to the Capacitive Touch BoosterPack board, you've got your MSP430 Value Line Phase 2 device. This is the latest addition to the MSP430 portfolio, and this offers up to 8K of flash, 256 bytes of RAM, and also the capacitive touch I/O ports. And these capacitive touch I/O ports enable users to interface capacitive touch sensors directly to your MSP430 device. So there's no need for any external components, and we're minimizing our customers' bill of materials and physical footprint by doing so. In addition to the board and the Value Line device, we've also included a quick getting started guide. So you've got a few steps here just on how to quickly get started using your Capacitive Touch BoosterPack.
Thanks, Adrian. So let's get our hardware ready for the application. You definitely need the LaunchPad. You will also need to populate the LaunchPad with the headers to interface with the BoosterPack. Provided with the LaunchPad development kit are some jumpers both in female and male form factor. You will need to use the male headers to solder onto your LaunchPad for this BoosterPack. We have already done this, similar to this board. Additionally, you need to remove the LEDs from the LaunchPad by removing the jumpers on J5 to allow these pins to interact with the Capacitive Touch BoosterPack. Finally, you need to remove the existing device from the socket. It's always nice to use a chip remover to safely remove the device without breaking the pins, and replace with your new device, the MSP430 G2xx3 into the socket. Once you have the hardware ready, you can go ahead and plug in your Cap Touch BoosterPack. And now we have the hardware ready to go. Once the hardware is fully prepared, we only need to provide the power to the LaunchPad to start the demo application. As soon as we plug in the USB cable from the PC to the LaunchPad, the device will start out in sleep mode. You can notice the sleep mode by the LED in the middle being on, while all capacitive touch pads are disabled. The proximity sensor is scheduled to wake up once in a while to detect for any capacitive events. We can trigger the proximity sensor by simply waving our hand approximately 1 inch away from the board. The LED sequence indicates that the board is now fully awake and ready for full interaction with the capacitive touch pads. The BoosterPack firmware takes advantage of the capacitive touch library provided by Texas Instruments to configure and calibrate the touch sensor, the wheel, as well as the proximity sensor. During active mode, the software library can be used to detect and measure capacitive data. Higher level API calls can also be made to translate this raw data into meaningful outputs such as touches, position on the wheel, as well as gestures. If no activity is detected after a period of time, the device will go back to sleep mode. In addition to managing the capacitive touch events, the BoosterPack also transmits the user inputs back into the PC via the USB connection.
In addition, we also created a graphical user interface that takes data coming from the Capacitive Touch BoosterPack and displays it on the computer screen. So I'll go ahead and open that up here. And the first thing the graphical user interface will do is look to see if there's a LaunchPad plugged in. So I'll go ahead and plug mine in here with a USB cable. And you'll actually see that the graphical user interface will recognize that there's a BoosterPack now, and it will also show the current status of my BoosterPack kit. So I'm starting off in a sleep mode, I can go ahead and wave my hand in front of it and trigger the proximity sensor, and you can see that that's actually reflected by the graphical user interface here. So I can start interacting with the various pads of the Capacitive Touch BoosterPack, and you can see that the graphical user interface pretty much shows me exactly what's happening. So in addition to the onboard LEDs, the GUI gives me another way of getting that instant feedback as I'm interfacing with the Capacitive Touch BoosterPack. Cool. We also have a secret mode that we've integrated into the graphical user interface, so we'll leave that for you guys to find. In addition to the graphical user interface, we've also created another demo application here. It's called the Media Pad. So I'll go ahead and open that up here. So that will recognize that I've got my LaunchPad plugged in. I can go ahead and hit OK, and my application will get minimized into my system tray here. And what's cool about that is now I can start interfacing with my LaunchPad. I can go ahead and push the middle button here once it wakes up, and it'll open up my media player. From there, I'll go ahead and open up my playlist here. And I can actually control my media player using the BoosterPack. So I can skip back and forth. I can even change volume by using the gestures on the scroll wheel. And I can even play and pause using the down button. So those are just a few examples and demos that we provided with the Capacitive Touch BoosterPack. And you can go ahead and find those online. For more information on the Capacitive Touch BoosterPack, visit the URL below. There you'll find hardware design files, source code for the graphical user interface and demo firmware, more information on the Capacitive Touch software library, and also more info on the new Value Line microcontroller devices.
If you have any other questions or would like to join a discussion on MSP430, please visit our MSP430 LaunchPad wiki page or join the discussions on TI online community. We hope you enjoyed the video and have fun with your BoosterPack. Thank you.